Hey guys, I'm Eric Lee and you're watching 31 and Counting. Today I'm going to be eating like a bodybuilder. So, before we get to eating, I'm going to do fasted cardio, but I'm going to knock out these vitamins and talk about a little bit of them before I get started. So right here I have L-carnitine. This is just going to help you build your metabolism up and be able to break things down as you eat. So it's a good metabolism booster this early, guys. This is a probiotic. This one has 30 billion live cultures. I'm a big guy. You need to make sure that your gut can absorb all the nutrients you're getting in for the day, and this is going to help. This one's ravenous. I love this. It's because when you're eating so many meals of dense, high volume food, like the average bodybuilder, you kind of get full and your body doesn't want to eat anymore. I think most people say is like being a bodybuilder is like being a professional eater. You got to get those meals in, and this is going to make it where you are hungry. Even though you on average you wouldn't be, but this is going to make it where you're hungry and you're ready for your next meal and you can get it down. This one is just a regular once a day multivitamin. No matter how nutritious your meals are, you still should knock out at least a multivitamin. This isn't expensive, anything special. It's just a decent multivitamin for men. This is going to be ALC CLA. I take this quite often throughout the day, maybe 2 pills here, 2 pills there. It's going to help your body be healthier, I guess. Let's see, what does this do? It just make sure it deals with your weight loss. Another fish oil. Some of you guys have bad joints. My joints are not the greatest. This is just a cheap fish oil, 1,000 milligrams. Comes in handy, keeps your joints lubricated. And this one's gonna be Matador. Now I love this for cheat days, days where I increase my carbs or maybe I have a refeed. I'll knock out one of these Matadors and it's gonna make sure your body uses that glucose and breaks it down very efficiently. And last but not least, Shreddable. This thing right here is, oh my God, it's a good thermogenic. It'll have you sweating, making sure you see the gains you're getting, because you're gonna feel that. I don't know if you guys like it, but I love the sweat. I love that feeling, and I don't normally do pre-workouts. This is pretty much as close as I'm gonna get, and you should check it out. So I'm gonna knock out the ones I'm taking in the morning, and I'm gonna hit my fasted cardio. Here we are, meal number 1. I have omelet, which is going to be 3 whole eggs. Yes, right now I'm at a point where I can eat 3 whole eggs. Oatmeal, which is going to be 3/4 cup. I have blueberries, 1 cup of blueberries, and pumpkin seeds. You can have them 2 ways. These are just salted and peeled, but you know, you can have them with the peel if you like, or whatever it's called that goes on the outside of the seed. Not a big deal. For my oatmeal so far, I can't eat it plain. No one else in the house eats plain oatmeal. This is as close to plain as it's gonna get. And I'm gonna add in 2 packs, look at that smoke. 2 packs of sugar, or this isn't sugar, this is Splenda. This substitute, a little simpler, a little easier for my body to digest without, you know, spiking those glucose levels. And since this is a lot of food, I like to kind of cheat a little bit and mix in my blueberries into my oatmeal. And I might as well mix in the seeds too. Makes it a little thicker, gets it out of the way, and I just feel like I have less that I'm dealing with on a regular basis. So before I start eating this, I want to answer some of the questions that I received for my Q&A. So the first question is, how much water do I drink a day? So I guess the rule of thumb is, you know, pretty much 1 gallon of water each day, you know, to stay healthy, clean out your system, make sure everything's functioning right. Well, I'm a bigger guy, so 1 gallon of water is actually my minimum. I try to drink 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons, depending on how much work I'm doing. And you know, once you get used to it, your body craves that water, and your body wants that water. And when you lower down below 1 gallon, your body doesn't perform the same way. So I'm gonna smash this the best I can, and wish me luck. All right, I'm about halfway into this meal, and I'm gonna answer another question that pretty much is from the Ferg the Great. The question is pretty simple. It is, where do you get your diet plans from? And why are you dieting? Okay, so this is simple. I get mine from my coach, that dude with quads. You can check him out on Instagram. I'm gonna post pretty much a picture or something of his Instagram in this video. Great coach, the best coach I've had so far. He hooks me up with my diets, and right now we're monitoring. And unlike a lot of coaches who are more, I don't want to say lazy, but they don't really write your meals. Not all coaches write out your meals and your supplements. They may copy and paste and pretty much give you something you can just find on, you know, on the internet fairly easy. This coach here, he actually, instead of just giving me macros that he want me to reach in a day, which a lot of coaches do because it allows you to cheat. You know, you get a cheat meal in, but it's probably not the best for you when you're starting off on your diet. My coach actually writes out what meal I need to eat, pretty much all down to the time. Like, eat this meal, take these supplements. Eat this meal, you know, this is what they're doing, this is the recovery. And he also does my my lifting and tells me, you know, I work out with him. So he's pretty much one of the best coaches I've seen so far for the price, for everything. It's just, I don't know, he's a great guy. Check him out on Instagram. So he writes my plans. The reason I'm doing this is, if you remember last year, I said I want to do a show 2020, and he's going to get me as close to my goal as possible, but I have to do my part, and eating's like a big part of that. I hope I answered your question. I'm gonna smash the rest of this off camera because I don't know, I feel a little weird about eating in front of you guys. But this is meal number one. I'll see you meal number two. So I'm back, guys. It's been about 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and a few minutes since my last meal, and I'm gonna break down what I'm having for meal number two. So right here I have 6.5 ounces of chicken, half a cup of vegetables. I chose to just stick with broccoli because it's high in iron and it has a lot of fiber, so it's a pretty good source of vegetables. I have 2 cups of rice. This isn't jasmine rice. That's my preferred rice, but this is just white rice. Pretty much keeping it simple, and that's just a basic thing. Now, I like to use hot sauce or add some kind of lubricant to it because grilled chicken can be quite dry. And I normally just throw mine on a George Foreman, so, you know, pretty much set it and forget it and get back to doing other things. So instead of using hot sauce this time, I've been using this sugar-free ketchup by Heinz. I think it's pretty dope. It tastes pretty good, and it helps me get this down in a reasonable manner. So before I get started, I'm gonna answer some of the questions that I received on Instagram. We're gonna try to knock out them right before I eat because they get kind of messy when I'm trying to smash this food. So let's see, this is a very appropriate question. Do you have a lot of grilled chicken each day? And to be honest, yes, I have a lot of chicken, a lot of grilled chicken. I don't do fried chicken just because anyone who's went a while without eating fried chicken knows once you start eating it again, it really disagrees with your stomach. And if it's processed like that, it's probably not healthy for you. So we're trying to live longer, we're trying to be more healthy, and I think the fried chicken is kind of I don't know, it's not necessary. I think an air fryer would have been good, you know, maybe you can sneak it out, less oil, all that stuff. So on a regular, most of my meals are all like chicken, fish, and I only eat beef at night because it breaks down slower and allows your body to recover over a long period of time while you sleep. So for chicken, just to answer that question completely, this is 6.5 ounces. I eat chicken twice a day, so we're looking at about 13 ounces of chicken. What's another good one that I think will be, what does your daily workout routine consist of? Well, my coach normally puts this together, but on a rough basis, I wake up in the morning, I'll take my vitamins, and I'll do my cardio, my fasted cardio in the morning. So about 20-30 minutes of cardio, keep it pretty simple because I don't have a show coming up. This is off season. After doing that, I'm hungry. So I'll eat my breakfast that y'all seen was my first meal. Wait, chill around, watch anime or study, and then I'll knock out this meal now. Now after this, after meal number 2, I'm normally a little sluggish, so I try not to take a nap immediately. I go for a walk, maybe walk the dog, let the food digest and work itself out, or I'll go to Walmart or get some shopping done, you know. So after meal number 2, if I'm gonna do something, I need to do it now, because towards meal number 3 and 4 is gonna be around the time I work out. So like I just said, meal number 3 is gonna be like a pre-workout. Meal number 4 is normally gonna be my post-workout meal. And then it's hectic. It's a lot of meals. I know people, I normally do with 6 meals a day, but that's pretty much my routine. I work out closer to the evening, unless I work out with my wife. If we get late, she does not want to work out with me. So I hope I answered you guys' questions. I don't want my food to get cold. I'm gonna start smashing this now. And I guess while I do it, I'll look up some more questions, try to get one mid-meal. Pro tip, measure. I didn't measure the ketchup. You don't have to measure vegetables for the most part when it comes to like your macros. You're normally safe with those except for onions. But this ketchup, the serving size is 28 grams. I can pretty much eyeball 28 grams. It's not super saturated, and it'll really help go a long way with foods that you don't like, adding those condiments. Okay guys, I'm finna finish this meal, but if you find value in the content I'm creating and you're enjoying what you're watching now, take the time to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in meal number 3. It's meal number 3. Yes, we're halfway through this meals, and this one's one of my more simple meals that I'm eating. It's potatoes, a white fish, and coconut oil. Yes, that coconut oil, even though you can't see it, it is what's giving this food a nice gloss. Now I use it to reheat my potatoes, and it just gives it a great taste, and don't need ketchup or anything on this meal. Now as for my white fish, I'm using cod, but you can use tilapia or anything like that. I just prefer the texture. Cod is a little more expensive, guys, but I can eat it more often without like struggling through it, powering through it. That brings me to my first question before I start eating this, is what's the difference between switching out between white potatoes, you know, like Yukon Golds and stuff like that, and sweet potato? Now the biggest difference is fiber. Your body's gonna get more fiber from the sweet potatoes, but other than that, they're both gonna serve a great purpose, and I can interchange between these potatoes and the sweet potatoes. But we're gonna see if we can find one more question while I tear this small meal up. And right now I have, sorry. So right here, I'm gonna give you the measurements. I have 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 6 ounces of cod, and I have 10 ounces of potatoes. So that's meal number 3 pretty much. Another question that I got, I thought it stood out. It's not health related at all, but I was asked, roller coasters or aquarium? Okay, it's gonna be aquariums. Now, I jumped out of planes in the military, and yeah, that's a whole different story than being on roller coasters. I get motion sickness, guys. Nobody's perfect. I would do a roller coaster, but you probably gonna have to drag me to it. Back at the table, meal number 4, and already we're a little bit behind. Your boy goofed, I fell asleep. I was, I got the itis, passed out, and did not set an alarm. So now I'm a little bit behind, so I'm gonna knock this out really quick. And in a hurry, I forgot to eat my banana on camera. I ate a banana while I was prepping and taking my vitamins before. So add that to this meal. So normally be a banana. I have 6.5 ounces of chicken grilled, and then I have this cream of rice. The good thing about cream of rice is it's not as heavy on your system as regular rice. So this is my pre-workout meal. So that's why I'm in a hurry right now. When I'm done eating this, hit the gym, get those gains. And also this cream of rice will get into your system. You can utilize those nutrients right off the bat. Chicken is just protein, clean protein. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna get into this question real quick, and then I'm gonna have to eat this in a hurry to be at the gym on time. So this question asks, what do I do, or what kind of cardio or kind of workouts I do outside of heavy lifting to burn off the food? Okay, so that's an easy one to answer. Earlier I told you guys that from time to time I'll do walking if I feel like I'm too bloated and can't really, I don't know, function, or I'm finna get the itis. I'll go for a walk with the dog, or just walk around the neighborhood a little bit, and it'll help your body digest that stuff a lot quicker. As for regular cardio, I had knee surgery, pretty much one of the reasons why I started this channel. And so anything high impact is pretty much off the table. So I do the elliptical at a fast or to moderate pace for about 20-30 minutes, or I'll do just a treadmill. I'm starting to work up to doing the stairs again. That's preferred, you know, more advanced way of doing cardio for a long period of time to help me reach my goals. So that's pretty much everything for now. I'll see you guys for meal number 5. We're at meal number 5. Yes, it's a long day, and I appreciate you guys for staying with this journey. But your boy Foobarred, I had only one avocado, and when I went to open into it, it was kind of brown. So I'm just gonna have to skip that fats, and I just use coconut oil. Okay, so what I have here, normally be 4 ounces of avocado would be my third thing in this meal. You know, my greens, and 4 ounces is pretty much just one small avocado. I have 6 ounces of more whitefish. Like I said, I'm still using cod, and I have about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of rice. This one's 1.5 cups for this meal, and it's pretty light meal for the most part, a good post-workout meal. And that brings me to another question. This one was around pre and post-workout, like how long should you wait before you eat? How long before your workout do you eat? Well, I like to eat about 30 to 45 minutes before my before I work out. It'll give me time, you know, to get to my location. If I'm not working out in the gym, if I'm going somewhere else, I'll eat something really quick, and then I'll work out. And in that time period, my body is got the energy it needs. Pretty much the same way you would do if you're doing a protein shake or a pre-workout. You know, you want that energy to be there when you need it, not way after. So for when I'm doing a post-workout, my post-workout meal gives me a chance to get home, change and everything. So I try to do that within 30 to 45 minutes as well. An hour out, you're still fairly okay if you're drinking enough water to get that meal in. But as you can tell, as many meals as I have and as much volume as I'm eating, I would need to go ahead and knock them out in a good time. Today, my time's all messed up, but you know, this shows you guys that anybody can mess up. It's about 9 o'clock right now, and I still have one more meal, but since it's getting late, after this, I'm probably just gonna have a protein shake, and we'll see if I'll eat the whole meal or if I'll have a protein shake. But I'm finna get on this fish and this rice, get them gains. So like I thought earlier, this is gonna be my last meal. It's gonna be a protein shake. I have it in my Nutrition Nation shaker. That's the reason why I have this, so you can't see really what's in here. But this is gonna be a chocolate cheesecake. It is so good. Mutant makes it, and it's delicious. That's gonna be easy to kill. If I was not having this protein shake, it would have been another 6.5 ounces of protein. This one would have been my first beef of the day. 2 whole eggs and 8 ounces of potato, whether it be sweet potatoes or Yukon Gold, and 1/2 cup of oats. Yes, the volume is real when you're bodybuilding, because you got to keep those gains. You know, it's a lot of volume. But if you plan better than I did today, you can get it all knocked out. Last one is, this is gonna be the thing I take right before sleep, is magnesium. This is gonna be by Calm. It's This is really good powder. If you have problems sleeping, or I don't know, just feel like you don't get into that good deep sleep, this is gonna help you do it, guys. This is gonna really be a game changer for you guys who struggle with sleeping. Maybe as you get lower in your body fat, you may have problems staying asleep, you know, or you just have those restless nights. This is gonna relax you, make you feel, I don't know, all zen, and this is gonna be a game changer for you guys. Well, this is all for me. I've already drank almost 1.5 of these. I'm gonna drink this, hit this up before bed. If you have any questions, you know, leave them down below. I'll try to answer those. I'm glad that you made it this far in the video. I hope it was entertaining or knowledgeable. You got something out of this. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. You're watching 31 Accountant. I'm Eric Lee, and we out.